Imagine yourself stepping out into the quiet embrace of a late autumn evening, the air crisp and cool against your skin, carrying the faint, earthy scent of fallen leaves. The world around you is hushed, save for the soft rustling of those leaves brushing the ground, a gentle whisper that seems to echo the rhythm of your own breath. You settle down near a clearing where the ground is dusted with pine needles, their texture soft yet prickly underfoot, grounding you in this moment. Above, the sky stretches endlessly, a deep indigo fading into twilight, with the first stars blinking faintly, like distant memories trying to catch your eye. A slight chill brushes your cheeks, but it's tempered by the promise of warmth nearby, a glow, just out of sight, flickering at the edge of your awareness, as if something or someone familiar waits to welcome you home. The faint crackle of a fire teases the air, a sound so subtle it could almost be your imagination, stirring a quiet curiosity in your chest, a sense of something comforting, yet just beyond reach. As you sit here, letting the stillness wrap around you like a worn blanket, I know the weight you carry. The day's strain sits heavy on your shoulders, those endless hours at the desk, the hum of deadlines buzzing in your mind long after the work is done. I see the flicker of frustration in your eyes from a morning meeting that dragged on, the tension in your jaw from words left unsaid. There's the ache of coming home to a house full of needs, children's voices clamoring for attention, a partner's quiet sigh that asks for more than you feel you can give right now. And beneath it all, a quieter pang, a longing for a moment when life felt simpler, when you could just sit and breathe without the world pressing in. Maybe you catch your reflection in the evening window, and for a fleeting second, you miss the man who used to laugh a little easier, whose steps felt lighter. I feel that with you, the fatigue that seeps into your bones, the nostalgia for a warmth you can't quite name. And yet, in the distance of your mind, there's a murmur, a soft call, like the echo of a voice you've known forever, lingering just at the edge of memory, growing closer with each breath, promising something you've been yearning for without even realizing it. And then, I'm here. It's me, Eli, stepping into the glow of this fireside with you, my voice low and warm, crackling like the flames that dance nearby. The firelight casts soft shadows across the clearing, painting the rough bark of the surrounding trees in hues of amber and gold, and you can hear the gentle pop and hiss of the logs as they surrender to the heat. I settle beside you, the faint scent of wood smoke clinging to my old flannel shirt, a smell that tugs at something deep within you, like a memory of long nights spent just like this. Let's go back for a moment, you and I, to those times we've shared by fires like this one. Remember that autumn evening years ago when the world felt heavy and we sat under a sky just like tonight's, the cool grass tickling your palms as we talked about dreams you weren't sure you'd ever chase. I can still hear the distant hoot of an owl, the way it seemed to punctuate our quiet laughter. Or that winter night when the snow fell in silent sheets beyond the fire's glow, and you held a chipped mug of coffee in your hands, the warmth seeping into your fingers as we spoke of burdens you thought you never set down. And then there was that summer dusk, the air thick with the scent of pine, the fire's heat a gentle contrast to the cool breeze on your neck, when you told me about a fear you couldn't name, and I just listened, the crackle of the flames filling the spaces between your words. These moments, they're still here with us, and there's one more I want you to hold on to, something special from a time when you felt truly at peace. I'll share it soon, when the fire burns a little lower, when you're ready to hear it. For now, just let me sit with you, my friend. Feel the warmth of this fire seeping into your skin, easing the tightness in your shoulders, as if it's melting away the day's strain bit by bit. I know how much you've carried those long hours, the weight of providing, the silent worries about whether you're doing enough. Let that all drift into the smoke rising above us, curling upward into the night sky, disappearing among the stars. You don't have to hold it all right now. You're enough, just as you are, sitting here with the faint rustle of leaves stirring around us, the distant call of a night bird weaving through the air. Let me remind you that this strain, this heaviness, it doesn't define you. It's just a passing shadow, and shadows always shift with the light. You're stronger than you feel in this moment, and every step you've taken, every burden you've shouldered, has carved a deeper well of resilience within you. Let's think on that for a while, as the fire's glow dances in your eyes. That memory I hinted at, it's coming clearer now, a day when the world felt right, when you stood tall by a fire just like this one, your heart light, your mind quiet. It was after a long week, much like this one, and you just finished a project you poured your soul into. We sat together, the heat of the flames warming our faces, and you smiled a real, unguarded smile as you realized you'd done it. You made it through. That strength is still in you, waiting to be felt again. And beyond that, let me share something I've learned over the years, watching fires burn and seasons turn. Stress, it's like a river, it flows through you, sometimes rough and relentless, but it always moves on. It shapes you, yes, but it doesn't stay. And in its wake, it leaves behind a smoother stone, a stronger heart. Look at the world around us, the trees shedding their leaves, not in defeat, but in trust that new growth will come. Time teaches us this. Every strain has its end. Every weight lifts if you give it space to. You're not just enduring, my friend, you're growing. Even now, with the gentle warmth of this breeze against your skin, the steady crackle of the fire grounding your thoughts, the same amber light from our first evening together flickering in your memory. Let that peace settle into you, deep and lasting, a quiet strength to carry forward. As the fire burns lower, its embers glowing like tiny beacons in the dark, I want to leave you here in this serene clearing, wrapped in the stillness of the night. The air is cooler now, but the warmth of our time lingers on your skin, in the faint scent of smoke that clings to your clothes, in the soft murmur of the wind through the trees, like a final whisper of the day's end. We've walked through the weight of your burdens together, felt the heat of shared memories, and found a space where you can just be. I'll step back now, my voice fading like the last crackle of a dying flame, but I'm never far, always just a thought away, waiting by another fire when you need me. Rest here a while, with the distant echo of a familiar sound, a laugh, perhaps, from that day we remembered ringing softly in your mind. Before I go, tell me of a moment that lingers in your heart, a time when the world felt lighter, down in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. For now, good night, my friend. Let the quiet hold you. Let the peace stay.